Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from testbook.com.
Hello guys, I'm Dhiraj and I welcome you all to Testbook.com, and I'm here to provide the best I have. So guys, once again I'm in front of you with about expected question for UPPSC AE Mechanical, right? So I can see that yes, few people have already joined. So guys, what you have to do, you have to share the link of this video in the social media groups in which you are connected. And one more thing, those who have already joined, my dear, you have to do hit like, share and subscribe the channel. Those who are came first time in this channel, my dear, do hit like, share and subscribe so that you will get latest notification from Testbook Gate. Whenever any class of mine or any other faculty will come live, you will get notification of it. So that you will attend that class, you will be able to attend that class live. Yes. My dear, right now it's 10:59. We are going to start our session within 2-3 minutes. So be with me. And my dear, we are going to solve varieties of questions related to paper 1. That is what design of UPPSC AE Mechanical, right? So very good morning to all of you. Very good morning to all of you. And my dear, okay, I can see that few people have already joined. That's great. So very good morning to all of you. So it's 10:59. So guys, okay. And if you have yesterday we have taken what marathon session for what, my dear, renewable energy. In that I have covered has been over, and I want to tell you, if the question came from the solar topic, means what? Solar, that is solar radiation, that I have already finished, including geometry of what? Of solar related geometry. And one more thing that I want to tell you, that definitely will do a session on robotics as well. Let's plan, and my dear will come with that also, right? And still we are left with what, my dear? Biomass energy, and my dear tidal energy, and what, my dear, we are also left with, that is wind energy. Okay, fuel cell. 3 topics are left in renewable energy source that I will cover. Definitely I will cover that topics, don't worry. So guys, right now it's 11. We are going to start our session within 2 minutes. Okay, and very good morning those who have already joined. Those who have already joined. Okay, so my dear, I want to let Shivani Rai, very good morning. So I want to tell you guys, those who are came first time in this channel, I want to let you know that is we have Gate Fest 2021, and that is Gate Fest represents, my dear, what? Gate reward quiz, and in that you have to attempt the quiz, and that question will be based on what, my dear? The quality will based on what? The gate level examination, right? And my dear, this quiz will be definitely beneficial for you in your actual gate examination, which held on what, my dear? In the month of Feb. And my dear, I want to tell you that definitely there's a chance to win exciting prizes. What? For quiz. If your answer very good, my dear, correctly, then definitely there is a chance that you will get prizes. Okay. One more thing that I want to tell you guys, we have already launched SSC JE Mechanical live coaching, which is already running. So guys, if you are interested in it, then you have to fill out this video as well as, my dear, it is also provided in the chat box as well. So just click on that link and fill the required details. Okay. My dear, there is an offer of the month is going on, and you are getting what? Yearly Testbook Pass just for ₹299, and in that you are getting 100 plus courses free of cost, 12,000 plus tests, my dear. And you know the tests, how the test of Testbook is going on, right? Test series, and that include all the departments, whether it is a teaching, defense, civil services, technical, all examinations, including GATE ES as well. Okay. So these are what, my dear? These are the offers and the scheme which are going for you guys. So take benefit of it, right? यहाँ पर भी दे रिवार्ड, यहाँ पर भी नहीं, आपको रिवार्ड आपकी लाइफ में देंगे, डेफिनेटली देंगे. I promise that in your selection definitely will play a very crucial role, and that will be what, my dear? Reward वही तो हो गया, Sam. I hope you got it. So guys, can we go? Can we go? हाँ जी बच्चा, can we go? Here we go, my dear. Here we go. चलें शुरू करें मनी बाबू. Hi. So guys, do hit like, share and subscribe. See the textbook GATE Mechanical Exam link has been provided in the chat box. It is also available in the description of the video. So my dear, fill the form. Okay. Very good morning. Very good morning. Okay, here we go, my dear. Here we go. The first question on your screen. This one. What it says? It says that in case of thin spherical shell, thin spherical dia D, okay, thickness T, subjected to internal pressure P, okay, the principal stresses at any point equal to PD by 40. It's correct. In case of thin cylinders, the hoop stresses is determined assuming to be uniform, assuming it to be uniform across the thickness of cylinder. Correct. It is also correct. In thick cylinders, the hoop status is not uniform across the thickness. Yes, it is what? It is maximum at inlet, right? Sorry, inner circumference. Very good. And minimum value at outer surface, right? And which of the above statement are correct? My dear, all the three are correct, right? So answer will be all three. Very good. Very good. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Here we go. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3. All are correct. What should be the answer, guys? Please do answer. All are correct. These are nothing but what? Assumptions. Last one. Activity has an early start time. Here, early start time is what? 10th. And late start date was 19th. Okay. The activity has duration of 4 days. Okay. There has no non-work days. That means all the days will be working from 10 to 19. From the information given, what can be the concluded about the activity, my dear? What we can conclude from the above data? Yes, guys, please be fast. Please be fast, my dear. What it should be? What it should be? हाँ जी बच्चा, क्या होगा? हाँ जी, क्या होगा? क्या बोल रहा है? Total float for the activity. It should be what, my dear? 19 minus 10, 9. Right? So it's correct. The early finish date of activity is the end of 14th. End of 14th होगा. Yes or no, बेटा? ये बोला है. It should be 4 days ना. So 10 एक तारीख हो गई, 11 हो गया, 12 हो गया, and 13. So answer will be 13. So it's incorrect. It's incorrect ना. Let us finish time is what, my dear? What? 25th. No, it should not be 25th. What it should be? Latest what? Na? Latest finish time. So latest start date is what? My late start date is what? 19. So 19 add that is one. 19 is there, 20 is there, 21 is there, 22. So it should not be 25th as well. The activity can be completed in 2 days if the resources devoted is double. If data is insufficient. Insufficient, fourth one. I hope you got it, beta. Number one is correct. I repeat, number one is correct. Total float will be 9 days. Total float will be what, my dear? 9 days. Okay. I hope you got it, dear. I hope you got it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. चले आगे. Can we go? Here we go. The problem of the total float within which an activity can be delayed for start without affecting the floats of preceding activities. That will be what, my dear? Independent float. Independent float, right? It should be what, my dear? Independent float. क्या होगा बच्चा? Independent float. Okay. Now we'll go for next. Now we'll go for next. Guys, do hit like, share, subscribe the channel. One more thing. I'm not getting your answers. I'm not getting your reply. Mani Babu, Krishna, Shivani, Mukesh. Here I go for next. Permeability number is the measure of. Permeability number is the measure of what, my dear? Permeability is numbered what? Air flow rate through Through what, my dear? Through the sand. And its formula is what, my dear? It is given by what? VH by Pat. Right now, V is volume of specimen, right? Sorry, volume of air, which will be for, that is what, 2000 centimeter cube. H is height of specimen, T is what, time, A is what, area of specimen, and P is what, pressure. P is what, my dear? Pressure. Very good. No, permeability number is a air flow rate through the sand. Very good. Very good, everybody. Here I go for next. Which of the following factors are not to be considered while selecting microcontroller? Memory requirements we have to consider. And what, my dear? Processing speed required, consider. Interfaces required, consider. What we not consider, my dear? What we not consider, and that are nothing but what, my dear? क्या consider नहीं करेंगे बच्चा? Answer. Please tell me. So here we are not going to consider this one. And my dear, one more thing that I want to add. Here we are also considering what? Number of input-output pins. Number of input-output pins are considered. While what, my dear? While selecting microcontroller. Another one is what, my dear? That we are also considering what? Number of interrupts. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. Okay, I hope you get it. Very good, very good. Air passing capacity, very good here. Here I go for next. Correct sequence of element. Correct sequence of element is what, my dear? 1841. 1841. 18% is nothing but tungsten, that is W. 4% is what? Chromium. And what 1% is what, my dear? Vanadium. क्या होता है 1%? Vanadium. That is, this one is correct. And else remaining is what? Carbon 0.7%. And my dear, else that is iron. जो बचता है बाकी वो iron होता है in HSS steel tool. Sorry, I hope you got it here. Very good. Here I go for next. Forces which meet at one point but their lines of action do not lie in one planar. If do not lie in one plane, that is what? Non-coplanar, right? And my dear, what? Their lines of action meet at one point, that is what? Coplanar. So it should be what, my dear? Third one. It should be third one. Very good. Very good. Number one. Kitten, most welcome, dear. Those who are new, they have to do it. Like, share, and subscribe the channel, my dear. Come on, be fast, beta. Jaldi, very good. Here I go for next. In comparison to an open loop system, closed system is more stable, more accurate, and closed loop system is what, my dear? Due to lot of joinings from here to here, here to there, and so due to which what, my dear? It got complex as well. So, my dear, all of them are correct. Very good. Very good. That is what? A comparison. Comparison. Very good. Very good. That is all of them are correct. All of them are correct. Here I go for next. Consider the following statement regarding stepper motor. Stepper motor. See, rotation angle of motor is proportional to the input pulse. Correct. The motor has full torque at standstill. It is also correct. Speed and electric control signal of the motor vary mutually linearly. It's also correct. That is 1, 2, 3 are correct. Right? Very good. All correct. Very good, dear. Very good. Here I go for next. Guys, do it. Like, share, and subscribe. A slider moving. Sorry. A slider moving in a curved surface. Repeated question. Will have its instantaneous center. Supposed to be, I have slider in this curved surface, my dear. So its center will be where? You know that its center will be over? At the center, right now. So at infinity, at the center of curvature, right? Number 3 is correct. And it's a repeated question. It's a repeated question. Here I go for next. Here I go for it. Like, share, and subscribe the channel. Okay. 2. No, it's not 2. It's not 2. It should be 3. See, when there is a plane surface, my dear, when there is a plane surface, then it should be infinity. But infinity pe hoga I center. At that time, when the slider is moving on plane surface, we have the I center at infinity. But when it is at curvature surface, then we are getting the I center at what, my dear? Center of curvature. I hope you got it. Here I go for next. Shaft A and shaft B are made of same material. The diameter of shaft B is twice of that of shaft A. The ratio of power. You know that power is equal to what, my dear? 2 pi n T by 60. Right? That means power is proportional to T. And you know that T is what equal to? T is nothing but what, my dear? You know that 16T upon pi d cube is what, my dear? Tau is equal to tau. My dear, what we are getting? Tau is equal to pi by 16. Pi by 16, right? And this should be what, my dear? D cube into tau. That means I can say tau T is directly proportional to D cube. That means power is directly proportional to D cube, right? My dear, that is, we have to shaft transmitted, which we, the ratio of power which can be transmitted by shaft A, okay, that is PA by PB will be what, my dear? It should be what? DA by DB cube. Yes or no? DA by DB cube, right now? Haji bacha. Yes. So now you know that DA is how much? Diameter of shaft B is twice. That means diameter of A will be half. Right? Right now, half cube. That is what? 1 by 8. That is 1 by 8. 1 by 8. Very good. Here I go for next, my dear. 20 kg mass is suspended from spring which deflects 15 mm under this load. The value of critical damping coefficient to make an aperiodic will be, my dear. First of all, you should know the formula for it. And it is none other than what, my dear? CC. That is CC is what, my dear? Twice zeta m into omega n, right? Are haan ya na bachcha, bolo. Are bolo re baba. Yes. It is this one, right now. So you know that. I know that is this C is equal to what? Twice into zeta m into omega n, right? And my dear, omega n, you know that it is what? It is G by delta, right? What is G? G value kya diya hai bachcha? G ka value, that is 9.8 or 10 le lo directly. You can take 9.81 or, my dear, delta is given 15 mm, that is 10 raised to power minus 3 meter mein kar liya. So what it should be? Calculate the answer for it. And my dear, put this value. And my dear, when there is a critical, it's what? Critical coefficient, critical damping coefficient. So critical, this damping coefficient become critical when zeta is equal to 1. So my dear, the formula will become twice m into omega into n, right? 2 into 20 into omega n is how much, bacha? How much? Omega n will be what, my dear? It is none other than, kitna aa raha hai bacha ye? Or you can simply just put 9.81 divided by 15 into 10 raised to power minus 3, and the answer will come, my dear. It is what? 1023? 1023 aa raha hai? 1023, right? I hope you got it, beta. Here I go. 1023. Very good. Praveen Hundekar. Most welcome, dear. 1023. Here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. Fourth one. What is the type of transformation in peritectic? Peritectic में क्या होता है? दो सॉलिड कन्वर्ट होते हैं किसमें? तीसरे सॉलिड में, राइट ना? So it should be one transform into one solid phase, one solid liquid phase, one solid phase transfer into two solid phase. Which one is correct, my dear? Please tell me the answer for it. हाँ जी बच्चा, peritectoid. Peritectic पूछा है, sorry. Peritectic is there, right? हमसे क्या पूछा है? Peritectic, not toid. So what it is what? One solid plus one liquid phase transform into one solid phase, right? Number 2 is correct. Guys, please tell me the answer for it. It is peritectic. So it should be what? One solid plus one liquid phase transform into one solid phase, right? Guys, please answer. I'm not getting your answer. Very good. That is, this one is correct. Still your answer is not visible to me. Yes, now it's visible. Very good. The slope of SFD, shear force diagram, at NA section will equal to, my dear, what? Slope of loading at section, ordinate loading diagram at section, and area of loading diagram from end to section. None of these, my dear. Answer will be second one. Answer will be what? Second one. That is what? Ordinate loading, right? Yes or no, bacha? Very good. It should be the ordinate loading diagram at the section. Okay? Very good. Here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. The most suitable bearing for carrying very heavy loads at slow speed is what, my dear? Nothing but what? Hydrostatic bearing. Because there is no relative motion between what, my dear? Journal and bearing. journal and bearing के बीच में there is no motion, so that's why we are utilizing this one. Okay, here I go for next, my dear. An object is moving on a circular path of radius pi meter, constant speed 4 meter per second. The time required. You know velocity is what, my dear? Distance upon time. Right? Yes or no? Bilkul. So we have this, and my dear, distance we have to travel. It is moving along a circular path. That means what, my dear? We are this distance we are going to cover, right? From here to here. Radius is pi. So my dear, diameter will be what? Diameter will be 2 pi. Right now? Haji bacha. So distance we are going to cover, that will be what, my dear? Distance we are going to cover, that is what? Perimeter of the circle, that is what? Pi into d. And d is what, my dear? Pi into 2 pi, that will be what? 2 pi square. And my dear, velocity is what? It is given 4 and distance is given 2 pi square by t. So 2, that is what? Pi square by t will be the answer. Pi square t. And t is given, I think. The time required for one revolution. It's not given. An object is moving on a circular path of radius pi meter at a constant speed of 4 meter per second. The time required for one revolution. For one revolution, my dear. What should be the time then? Haji bacha, time kya hoga? Time kya hoga? Pi, sorry, we have to, pi square by 2, sorry. It should be pi square by 2, na? It should be this one. I have written over pi by t. It should be 2. Very good, very good. Good morning, Renu Prajapati, most welcome in the session. Do hit like, share and subscribe the channel. Which of the following process is the wire drawing process? Which of the following process is the wire drawing process? That means actually they are asking about the stresses. कौन सा stress आता है? My dear, which one will correct? Haji bacha, tensile. Very good, very good. That's tensile, my dear. Answer will be tensile only. Here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. Just try to listen. In designing a plate clutch, assumption of uniform wear theory is made because it is what? It is closer to real life situation, correct? Real life situation, because it consider wear. Is consider wear. Okay? Consider kar leti hai wear. We'll go for next. That is sensitivity of governor is 0.28. Maximum equilibrium speed. That is n max is given 80 and the mean, that is n mean is what, my dear? 70 rpm, the minimum. That should be what? You know that sensitivity is equal to what, my dear? Range of speed divided by what, my dear? Mean speed, right? A range of speed is nothing but what, my dear? N max minus what, my dear? N mean. Minimum, not mean. And here n mean. Put the value, get the answer. Put the value, get the answer. Here answer is here sensitivity is what? 0.28. Now tell me the answer for it. Guys, be fast. And the answer is, my dear, Haji bacha, answer kya iska? The answer is 60. 60 hai? Answer is 60. There is 60 point something आएगा, कुछ 39 something ऐसा कुछ आ रहा है. But the answer will be what, my dear? 60. Okay, here I go. 65. The answer is 65. Can you tell me the answer is 65 or what? Guys, please tell me. Answer is 65 or 60? It should be 60.39 something. 60, na? Okay, here I go for next. Riveted lap joint, which one not failure? You know, there is, it failed by crushing, it failed by what, my dear? Tearing. It's also failed by what? That is bearing. That is what? Crushing. Bearing means crushing. And it does not fail by tensile directly. We have calculated 3 efficiency: tearing efficiency, crushing efficiency, and bearing efficiency. Sharing, sorry. Very good. 60.39, that's 60.4. You got it. Rajavat Dubey, most welcome, dear. Which one of the following is a static balancing of the shaft? Static balancing means what, my dear? We are not going to consider moments, right? That is, static balancing means we are going to consider only forces. And that is what? Net dynamic force acting on the shaft is 0. That means we have balanced the forces only. But when it is dynamic, that is couple acting on the shaft due to dynamic forces acting on the shaft is 0. Both 1 and 2 होते किसमें? Dynamic के केस में. Supposed to be यहाँ static की जगह dynamic होता. Supposed to they ask dynamic. Then my dear, where answer will be what? Both 1 and 2. Okay. Here I go for next. Shubhanshu Gupta, most welcome dear. Here I go for next, my dear. Crowning. Why we do crowning of pulley? We are doing the crowning over the pulley. It is a that is third semester question. We have learned in mechanical engineering when we are in third semester. We have this question that we are doing crowning. So just avoid what? Slipping of belt from the pulley, right? Avoid slipping of the belt, right? Number 2 is correct. Number 2 is correct. Shivani, very good. Here I go for next. That is link AB. Link AB subjected to force. It is not given. Okay, I'll draw the force, my dear. I'll draw the force. Okay. Force. And this is also force. From here, this side force. Okay. And the distance between them, between these two, sorry. Distance between these two forces is what, my dear? A. Okay. Now you have to tell me, this is link AB. This is link AB and this is point P. Now you have to tell me, they said link AB subjected to force F at point P perpendicular to the link at a distance from CG. Here it is CG, okay? Here it is CG. This will result in, Haji Bacha. So if you see carefully, my dear, see, this force, this one and this one will form what, my dear? Couple, that is torque. Couple means what? Torque na. So opposite hai, equal hai. So it will form, right? Couple, that will be what, my dear? Force multiplied by A. And that should be what? It should be clockwise. Right? And this force will remain as it is, right? Yes or no? So it should be what? Both inertia force in this direction and CG, F into A clockwise, right? Inertia torque, right? Very good. Number, no inertia force. It should be 3. It should be 3. Here I go for next. Yellow brass is also known as, my dear. Yellow brass is also known as. क्या बोलते हैं yellow brass को? Yellow brass is also known as moon's metal, my dear. Moon's metal. Moon's metal. Remember, moon's metal. It is known as moon's metal. I repeat. Very good. Moon's metal. Okay. Here I go. Moment of inertia of a triangle of a base width B, height H with respective to the centroidal axis, that is at centroid, parallel to its base is equal to what, my dear? That is what? When, that is, we have to find out the moment of inertia of a triangle about centroid. That is what, my dear? You know that BH cube by 36. What, my dear? BH cube by 36. I hope you got it. Fourth one. Very good. What about this one? What about this one, my dear? Please tell me. Fourth, very good. इसका भी क्या होगा? Fourth, very good, beautiful. And supposed to be, if they ask about base के about पूछा होता, तो what it should be, my dear? Base के about, what is the moment of its base? That will be, my dear, very good, BH cube by 36. But it should be what? BH cube by 12. About base only, okay? Base के about क्या होगा? BH cube by 12. Here I go for next. That is the company producing water bottle want to check the weight. Bottle has quality measure. Then the quality checks the type of data collected will be. My dear, remember one thing. Here they are asking variable and attribute. Right? Variable and attribute. Right now. So which one we are going to use, my dear? Can you tell me? Haji Bacha. Be fast. Guys, be fast. It should be what? It should be none other than what? Okay, I'll explain. See, the variable, वो चीज होती है, the variable is which one, which we can measure. We want to measure. That means we are not going to count. We are not able to count. So, my dear, it will include what, my dear? Temperature, length, mass, that is weight, etc. And attributes that we can count. Then like number of defective items, or you can say number of coins, whatever it may be. So here we are going to use, my dear, variable. Here we are going to use, because here they have said what? Weight of the bottle. That is what we have to measure weight, right? I hope you got it. Very good. It should not be attributes. It should not be attributes. I repeat, it should be variable. It should be variable. I repeat, it should be variable. Here I go for next. What they said? Water bottle wants to check the weight, and weight we have to measure. You are not able to count it. Weight you cannot count. That is what? It should be variable. Here I go for next. If permissible stresses in a plate of joints through a pin as shown in given figure is megapascal, then the width W will be. We have to find out this W, this one. My dear, how you can find out? Stresses will be what, my dear? F upon area. What should be the area? Hani bacha. Area will be what, my dear? Width into thickness, that is T, right now. But my dear, you can see there is a hole in it. ये hole है यहाँ पे. That you have to minus dia of it, diameter of hole, multiply by T. Just equate each and everything. That is what sigma is given. That is how much? 200. 200. F is given 2000. Omega we have to, W we have to find out. Diameter of hole is what? 10 mm. Multiply by what, my dear? T is what? 2 mm. Na? Now calculate W, and W will come around, my dear. W will come around. How much? It will come around. 15 mm. It will come around 15 mm. Very good. It should be 15 mm. 15 mm. Right? Number 1 is correct. Here I go for next. How many number of components are there in large scale integration microprocessors? So I want to tell you, जो small होता है, small integration microprocessor, in that we have less than 10. We have number of components should be less than 10. And my dear, we have medium one, in which we have 10 to 100. Okay, and we have large one. In that we have 100 to what, my dear? 10,000. 100 to 10,000. And my dear, we have very large. That will be more than 10,000. More than 10,000. 10,000 से ज्यादा हो, वो very large हो जाएगा. Very good. I repeat, the answer will be what, my dear? They said large scale. Large scale means what, my dear? 100 to 10,000. 100 to 10,000. Number 2 is correct. 100 to 10,000. Here I go for next. Which of the following is the application of statistical technique to study the work related activities, my dear? Statistical technique to study the work related activities. My dear, in activity sampling, what we do? In activity sampling, we analyze, or we come to know that which worker is, how much time is get idle and how much time is going to work in machine, and how much time it due to its personal needs. So it should be what, my dear? It should be none other than activity sampling. It should be activity sampling. It should be activity sampling. In activity sampling, you are going to analyze the time worker given to particular activities. The strain energy stored in a solid circular shaft subjected to shear state, that is none other than what, bacha? Tau square upon 4g into volume, right? Yes or no? I hope you got it. So tell me the option. Option में नहीं बता पा रहे बच्चे, बताओ. Very good, beautiful, my dear, beautiful. It should be tau square by 4g. Third one is correct. Very good, dear. Fourth one, very good. Vishal, very good. Vishal, I think you are new to this channel, right? I think you are new. Very good. Shabnam, Snart, it should be 3. I repeat, it should be 3. Here I go for next. Okay. Sorry. Yes, guys. Yes or no? Tau square ना? मैंने क्या कर दिया है? हाँ जी बच्चा. what are, अरे सॉरी मैंने ये वाला होगा, सॉरी हाँ, टाउ स्क्वायर बाय 4g into वॉल्यूम, आई बाय मिस्टेक थर्ड को क्लिक कर दिया था, सॉरी फॉर दैट, फोर्थ यस आई हैव रिटन ओवर हियर टाउ स्क्वायर बाय 4g into वॉल्यूम, बाय मिस्टेक थर्ड की जगह फोर्थ, थर्ड को कर दिया मैंने फोर्थ की जगह पे, आई एम वेरी सॉरी फॉर दैट, टाउ स्क्वायर 4g पहले लिख दिया था, इट शुड बी दिस वन. Now my dear, with respect to queuing model with multiple servers, if a customer moves from one queue to the other queue, then it is called, my dear, see, पहले इस लाइन में लगा था, पता चल रहा है, फिर इस लाइन में लग गया, फिर leaving this queue, he is moving, that means he is continuously moving in order to get a fast service. That is none other than what, my dear? Jockeying. I hope you got it. Okay, and what about this one? Reneging क्या होता है बच्चा? Reneging means what? He is leaving the queue as he realizes कि queue is moving very slow, right? Yes or no? Of course. And what about bulking? Customer will come and he will see that is there is a long queue, so he will not join any queue, and that is what, my dear, bulking. And cheaters or what? Cheaters pay money, or we can say bribe, to get that service fast. Which of the following is not actuation system of NC? That is contour system, right? It's not, contour system is not a, we can say, actuation system. Hydraulic system, mechanical and pneumatic system are what, my dear? Actuation system of numerical control machine. Okay, numerically control, jockeying, very good. Join ही नहीं करता, very good Shivani, that's great. Reneging means what? That is slow. आएगा क्यू में लगेगा, but he feel like कि queue is moving very slow, so he will leave. A car is traveling at a constant speed 36 km. Constant बोल दिया speed. The acceleration 0. Tangential acceleration 0. Okay. In a circular path of radius 200 meter. Okay. Then normal acceleration and tangent. So normal acceleration will be, that is what? Alpha n is equal to what, my dear? Or you can say an. An यहाँ पे बोला है, so it should be what, my dear? It should be omega square into r. Omega square क्या होगा? V is equal to r omega होता है. Omega is equal to V by r. So it should be V by r square into r. That will be what? V square by r. V is what, my dear? V is your 36 km per hour. Converted into meter per second. That is what? 36 multiplied. What, my dear? It should be what? 5 by 18 or 18 by 5. Guys, be fast. हाँ जी बच्चा, be fast. Converted in. किससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे? 5 by 18 से, 18 by 5 से? It should be 5 by 18. So it should be what, my dear? 10. So just put 10. 10 means 100 divided by r is what? 200. What do you get? You are going to get, my dear, what? 0.5. So normal will be 0.5. 80 will be 0. Number 3. Whenever you see that is the constant speed, that means the angular acceleration will be get 0, and due to which that tangential acceleration will get 0. Okay, here I go for next. Revolving joint of the robot is referred to as L joint, L4 what, my dear? L4 linear, O4 orthogonal, T4, my dear, can you tell me? T4 twisting joint, and V4 revolving joint. Revolving joint, revolving, and R4, my dear, rotational joint. Remember, हाँ, ये ध्यान रखिएगा. R4, L4 linear, O4 orthogonal, T4 twisting, and V4 revolving, and R4 rotational. Here I go for next. Forecasting method that uses expert opinion is none other than what, my dear? कौन सी? Delphi, right? Delphi technique, right now. Shaft A, shaft B are made up of what, my dear? Same material. The shaft A is of dia D, and shaft B is of dia D by 2. The strength of material defined by what, my dear? Sectional modulus high na bacha. High na, of course it is. So can you tell me sectional modulus formula? That is what, my dear? Pi by 32 into d cube. What beta? Pi by 32 into d cube, right? Sorry, pi by 16. That pi by 32 will be what? Torsional sectional modulus. That is what Z से बताते हैं ना हम लोग. And it should be what, my dear? Pi by 16 into d cube. Okay. polar moment of inertia pi by 30 हो जाएगा. Okay, pi by 32. My dear, so ZA, we have to find out what strength of shaft B is. So equal to shaft of A. That will be what, my dear? D. D na. So it should be what? D by 2 into D and cube, right? It should be 1 by 8. It should be 1 by 8. 1 by 8. Number 1. Very good. It should be 1 by 8. I hope you got it, guys. Please tell me. 1 by 8 is the answer. Here I go for next. Electro discharge machining, better surface finish you are getting at high, what, my dear? High current and high frequency. High current and high frequency. If you want a better surface finish, then you should go for this high frequency. Informative question. It is an informative question. Okay. I hope you got it. Here I go for next. That is, if the radius of the pitch circle of the gear is what, my dear? 50 mm. And value of addendum is 5 mm. What will be the radius of addendum circle? You know that radius of addendum circle will be what, my dear? What, my dear? Can you tell me? Haji bacha. क्या होती है? Pitch circle radius plus addendum. Right? So tell me the correct answer for it, guys. Be fast. थोड़ा जल्दी कीजिएगा. Be fast, my dear. It should be what? Pitch circle. Radius of pitch circle is given 50 and plus 5. It should be what, my dear? 55. Sometimes यहाँ पे डाया दे देता है. Be careful. Sometimes they will dia and they will ask this one. So you have to make it half. Right? I hope you got it. So it should be what, my dear? 55. It should be 55. Very good. Very good, everybody. Here I go for next. Say, it's visible. Chahat, your favorite diagram is here now. I hope it's visible. If it is not visible, then I'll draw. Guys, is it visible? Okay, I'll zoom. Can you see that diagram? Yes, ji, bacha. Can you see that diagram? Can you see that? I'm so sorry, Chahat. I'm so sorry. I hope it's visible to you. Okay, now so my dear, what it should be? We have to find out resultant over here. Right now, rectangular box shown in the determine the resultant. So you know, if I do the horizontal summation, then it should be what? Horizontal summation minus 35 minus 50. That is what? Minus 85. Right now. And if I do vertical summation, what I'll get? 25 here, 20. That is 5. Resultant will be what, my dear? 5 square plus 85 square. Right? That is, it should be what, my dear? कितना आएगा ये? कितना आएगा ये? हाँ जी बच्चा. It should be what? It should be what? 85.2 kilonewton. It should be 85.2. Right? I hope you got it, dear. Just give me a minute. It should be 85.2. Okay? 85.2. Answer correctly. Vizag steel timing will be, Vizag steel जो timing होगा, that will be at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Here I go. Consider the following statement relating to the term robot repeatability. Repeatability. It is statistical term associated with accuracy and action, right? It is measure the ability of robot to position the tool tip in the same place. That is what precision. Right now, so it is also correct. It does not describe the error with respect to absolute coordinates. Accurate. It is also correct. 1, 2, 3 is correct. Here I go for 92. Activities falling on the critical path have what, my dear? Zero slack. Have zero slack. Vizag steel timing that I already told you, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. my dear. 3 p.m. Here I go for next. Mass M1 collide with stationary mass M2. The collision is elastic. There is a complete transfer of kinetic energy. If, my dear. If. When it should be, bacha. When it should be. Guys, be fast. Be fast and be fast. Come on, quick. It should be one. When, my dear? Haji, bacha. Guys, please tell me. Can you tell me, Haji bacha? It should be when, my dear, when the masses are equal. When the masses are equal. Very good. 1. No, it should not be 0. It should not be 0. A. Very good. Masses जब equal होंगे, because क्या होगा? Before collision, final velocity gets 0, and after collision, initial velocity gets 0. So definitely velocity तो equal हो जाएंगी, but when the masses get equal, my dear, we'll get equal kinetic energy, right? Both equal. Very good. The function of governor in steam engine of steam engine is to what? The function of governor of steam engine is to what, my dear? Save steam, control speed, provide safety to the people around, maintain constant load on the engine. That should be none other than number 2. Number 2 is correct. Number 2 is correct. I hope you got it here. Number 2. Okay. Here I go. Here I go for next. No, it does not maintain a constant load, my dear. 2 is correct. Here I go for next. Very good, all of you. 50 kg box rest on horizontal surface. Okay. Frictions related engineering mechanics. 50 kg. Okay. Floor for which coefficient of friction is point rest on horizontal floor. Okay. 0.3, that is mu is given. Box is subjected to horizontal force 400 Newton. Okay. There should be friction on this side, Fr. What its velocity after 5 seconds from rest, my dear? From rest, that you have to calculate. How you can calculate? Friction will be what, my dear? Friction force will be what, my dear? It should be none other than what, my dear? Mu m. Yes or no? Mu is what, my dear? 0.3. mg is given, right? Mass is given, right? So it should be multiplied by g, right? Kar do bacha and tell me the correct answer for it, right? What it should be? Haji bacha, it should be 0.3 50 into what? 9.81. Or you can say directly take 10 ले लो सीधा. कितना आ रहा है? That should be 3 into 5, that is 150. It is 4. So net force will be what, my dear? Net force will be what? 400 minus 150. That is 250 Newton, right? And this net force is equal to what, my dear? It have acceleration, right? So F is equal to mass. We have what? 50 into A. And this is F is what, my dear? 250. My dear, what should be the value of acceleration? Acceleration will be 5. Acceleration will be what, my dear? Acceleration will get 5. Final velocity is equal to what, my dear? U plus AT. Initial velocity, because initially at rest, so it should be 0. It should be what? 5 into T. T is how much? 5 seconds. That is what? 25. That should be 25. Very good. Here I go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. 96. Hardness of steel depends on amount of what, my dear? Amount of carbon, right now. And you know that it is what? Fe3C, cementite. Cementite पे डिपेंड करेगी. किस पे बेटा? Cementite पे. Okay. Cementite पे. I hope you got it. Very good. Cementite, not martensite. Okay, here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. An oil engine manufacturer purchased lubricant cans. Listen me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Here. A oil manufacturer purchased lubricant can at rate of 42 per piece. 42 rupees per piece, okay, from a vendor. The requirement of these lubricant cans is what? 1800 per year, okay. Demand is given. If the cost per placement of an order is rupees 16, okay, and inventory carrying charges per rupees, किस पे charges होंगे? It will be charges on what, my dear? Bottle. And per rupees of what? That is your buying for bottle prices. And bottle price is what, my dear? 42. Try to listen very carefully. Inventory carrying charges per rupee per year. Per rupee means what? Which? That is 42. 42 rupees pay. Per rupee per year is 20 paise. The order quantity per order will be. So, my dear, first of all, you have to calculate CH only. And CH will be what? 20 paisa. That means what? 0.2 rupees. 20 paisa means what? 0.2, right? But it is per rupees. So per rupees is what? 42. So 1 रुपए के लिए 0.2 पैसा है. So 42 rupees के लिए कितना होगा? That you have to calculate. And my dear, क्या आ जाएगा यहाँ से? ये आप कर दे तो 84 आता, right? So it should be 8.4. It should be 8.4. Put the value twice D CO by CH under root. Calculate Q. Tell me. Put the value. Get the answer, my dear. And the answer is बच्चा कितना आया आंसर? Aji bacha, tell me the answer for it. And answer is 83 cans. How many cans? 83. 83 cans are there. Okay. Is it 83 cans? Put the value, get the answer. Very good. Good morning, sir. Benny. Okay. Very good morning. Very good morning, Benny. Okay. Here I go. 83. Very good. Here I go for next. Steel is widely used for rails. Which steel? That is mild steel, high carbon steel, mild steel. You should know that. Low carbon steel. Low carbon steel have percentage of carbon, my dear, what? 0.25. इतना ही होता है. And 0.25 से 1.6. That is what? Medium carbon. And my dear, what my dear? Yes, 0.25 to 1.6. Sorry, it's 0.25. 0.25 low carbon steel, right? And my dear, 0.25 to किस पे कितने परसेंटेज तक होता है मीडियम? 0.6. 0.25 to 0.6 is what? Medium. And my dear, 0.6 to 1.5 is what, my dear? High carbon. And we are utilizing for railway tracks, what, my dear? It should be medium carbon steel. Okay, remember one thing. The low carbon steel, all please remember a trick. Whenever steel, or which steel we are using, high carbon steel, low carbon steel. So remember, all the nut bolts will be manufactured by low carbon steel. But my dear, when it come to like track, right? Track of what? That is railways. Right now, railway track, and my dear, supposed to be you have railway tracks, gears, crankshaft. That is gears and crankshaft. That will be manufactured by medium carbon steel. And my dear, all the tools, अगर कोई भी tool आता है आपके सामने, please keep in mind that will be made up of what? High carbon steel, because carbon makes hard. So we want tool should be hard, right? I hope you got it. Very good. High carbon steel. अरे भैया 42 से मल्टीप्लाई मैंने बताया तो था. 42 से क्यों मल्टीप्लाई? पर रुपीस बोला है, पर रुपीस बोला है. पर रुपीस पर ईयर 20 पैसे. तो पहले 20 पैसे को 0.2 में करा पैसे में. देन माय डियर, पर रुपीस ऑफ व्हाट? पर रुपीस ऑफ व्हाट? दिस वन इन विच यू आर बाइंग इट. हर एक रुपए के पीछे, तो यहाँ पे 42 रुपए का एक बॉटल है, तो 1 रुपए के पीछे 0.2 पैसा लगता है. सो 42 रुपए के पीछे कितना रुपए लगेगा? 8.4 रुपीस. आई होप यू गॉट इट. I hope you got it. Chart, ठीक है. Guys, here we have finished the 100 questions, right? And I want to tell you that we already UPPSC session always going on at 11. Okay, except revision session. Revision session will be having different timing or maybe the same timing. And my dear, Vizag timing is always 3 p.m. Okay, I hope it's clear. And one more thing that I want to tell you guys. Those who have came first time, they can do it. Like, share, subscribe the channel, my dear. And there is an offer of the month is going on. You can get the Testbook Pass just for rupees 299, and you can give the mock test of it so that you can get an idea ki mock test कैसी design है, right? In the website as well as in the app. And my dear, SSC JE Mechanical live coaching is going on, so you can fill the application form which is provided. The link of that application form is provided in what, my dear, chat box as well as in description of this video. And my dear, same thing that I want to say, that is gate reward quiz is also you can attempt it in the website as well as the app, and you will get a chance to win exciting prizes if you score well in the reward quiz. Okay guys, I hope you got it. Yes. Now my dear, we'll meet at 3, and my dear, very soon within 1 or 2 days we are going to switch from 50 to 100 question. 50 से 100 question पे switch हो जाएंगे, and we are coming with not expected question. Now we are going to come with mock test and model question paper. Mock test, model question paper. Mock test, model question paper for Vizag as well as UPPSC. as Vizag and UPPSC. And my dear, those who are looking for renewable energy sources, RES, renewable energy sources pay, and that I have covered solar part. UPPSC, for UPPSC, it is available, and that has been happened yesterday. कल हो चुका है वो क्लास, 3 घंटे का मैराथन क्लास था. You can explore the content which is available in the textbook gate. Okay? Yes. So guys, it's all about from my side, I hope, and don't forget to attend the session at 3 p.m. That is the for Vizag. So guys, I will see you in the Vizag. Yes, anybody have any questions? No queries? Okay, that's great. So guys, we'll see you in the next session. That is will be at 3 p.m. That is Vizag. So guys, take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair. One more thing that I want to say: please stay at home, stay safe, stay online with the Testbook.com.